Gracie is selling picture frames and wants to compute the area of each of the frames that she sells. One of the frames measures a ½ foot wide and 3.8 3.8 feet long. What is the area of this size of picture frame? So when we calculate area, of course we have a picture frame here. What we're looking at is, and most everyone I think remembers, but we're just going to calculate and get the length, and we're going to multiply it by the width. And we're given those two measurements. We know the length is 3.8 here, right along there, and we know the width is 1/2. So all we really need to do is multiply these two values together and we can get our answer. The tricky part can be that one of these is a decimal, so we have 3.8, and the other is a fraction, which is 1/2. Now when you look at the answer choices are all in decimals, which should tell you that we need to make a conversion to decimals. That's going to be the easiest way to solve. 1/2 is what we need to turn into a decimal, and if you don't know 1/2 and you don't know what it is as a decimal off the top of your head, you can just take the 1, divide it by the 2, which makes it 1.0 divided by 2. 2 doesn't go into 1, 2 goes into 10 5 times, evenly cancels out, and it's actually 0.5 or 0.50, like $0.50 is 50 cents. 0.5 is easier to multiply, but that is 1/2 is a decimal. So we're going to multiply 3 8/10 times 0.5. I'm going to set them up. You can, when you multiply, it's okay to put it all the way to the right. You don't have to line up decimals when you multiply. They happen to line up here, but you don't have to do that. You do have to move your decimals over one place there. I'm going to move over one place there to make sure you get your place value right at the end. So I'm going to multiply 5 times 8 right there. That is 40. I put a 0 and carry a 4. 5 times 3 is 15. I add the 4 to get 19. And I have 190 showing, but I also have 2 decimal places that I need to come back here. I am right there, so I come back my 2 decimal places, 1, 2, and it looks like the answer equals 1 9/10 or 90/100. So just making sure you make a conversion to decimals, multiply accurately, and then get your decimals moved back in the right place for place value.